Are you wanting to create a monster TFalcon? Are you sick of thumbing for hours through YouTube videos only to be disappointed? Well, then you're in luck, as this is the ultimate TFalcon strategy guide to end all strategy guides, presented by the self-proclaimed TFalcon specialist himself, True King. Now, I believe that you can't really be good at something until you know its full history. So here's the history of the Falcon. Just a little fun fact. Only female peregrines are called falcons, whereas the males are called tiercels. This means that every falcon that you see within the game are inherently female. Now, the history of the Falcon starts at update 3.9, where it made its debut. However, it looked very much different from the Falcon that you know nowadays, as it had 2 medium hard slots and 1 heavy. However, that wasn't enough firepower, and so Pixonic changed it and gave it 3 heavy hard slots instead of 2 medium and 1 heavy. However, the Falcon seemed to be missing something. It had no personality. It had no purpose on the battlefield. Was it supposed to be a damage dealer with its ability, or was it supposed to be a tank with its passive? Those questions continued even into update 4.6 when modules came out. The passive modules in 4.6, the Falcon was good with both the damage and the durability modules, so the question still remained, which was it supposed to be, tank or DPS? Then came update 5.1 and our question was answered. 5.1 came pilots, and with the pilots came the traditionalist skill for the Falcon. Now, the traditionalist skill gave the Falcon 50% durability and made sure it couldn't use its active ability. With the traditionalist skill was born the TFalcon, and it dominated the battlefield, very much so. It could easily take beacons, it could get killed because of its sustainability, everything. However, people wanted to know, was it worth putting the traditionalist skill on a Falcon, or just keep it a normal Falcon? And they asked Pixonic which they prefer, and they just kept ignoring the question until update 5.3, when they lowered the resistance of the Falcon from 66% down to 60%, but gave it a durability increase of 33,000. When you look at that, you'd think that's nerf. However, when you do the math, you find out that the normal Falcon took a slight nerf, whereas a TFalcon got a slight buff. So that was their answer to the question. They very much preferred the TFalcon. And if that wasn't enough of an answer, in 5.4 we saw the introduction of operations, and with the very first operation came the very first legendary paint job for the Falcon, which gave it an additional 5% durability. With all of this, the TFalcon dominated the battlefield, and absolutely nothing could stop it. It was truly the queen of tanks. However, Pixonic could not allow a bot to continue without an actual counter, so they created the Titan. However, the Titans, when they first came out in 5.6, they were quite weak, and even a TFalcon could take them on. So, in update 5.7, they buffed the Titans, increased their health, increased the weapon damage, gave the beta weapons defense mitigation that originally was only on the alpha weapons, and then unlocked Titan modules, which increased the damage of their weapons by 81%. With this new buff, the Titans became the kings of the battlefield. However, there was a huge problem. Only one Titan was allowed per commander, and there was a time limit, a bar to be filled before they could even be released. So that means before the Titans could drop, the TFalcon still remains the queen. However, once they do drop, if they're strong enough, they will take over the battlefield and the queen will fall. However, if they work in tandem, nothing can stop them, like a king and queen really should be. Now I'm going to be showing you 3 different builds. The very first build is my silver standard build, otherwise known as the free-to-play build. The second build is going to be my gold standard premium build, and my third build is going to be an experimental build. In other words, something I don't exactly have the stuff for, but on paper it sounds like it works. So the very first build I'm going to be showing is the free-to-play. And right here you have the normal pilot, and the skills that you need for it are the traditionalist skill, the mechanic skill, armor expert, and then after that is your choice of roadhog, adamant mechanic, or you could go for a damage skill. On modules, you have your normal armor kits. It's the only thing that you really should be using because the damage modules aren't as good for a TFalcon unless you go for the thermonuclears, and this is for free-to-plays. They usually can't afford 5,000 gold per module. So just go for the normal armor kits. If you go and see, they normally cost they cost 50,000 silver. Each one of them is going to cost 3 million to level up, and you know there's only 3 levels, and so that's 9 million gold that it costs to max out an armor kit. Times 2, that's 18 million for your modules, and after that, that's it. When it comes to weapons, I would recommend the Thunder or the Avenger, and there's some easy reasons for that. The Thunder naturally comes with the Falcon when you first get it, and so that's a free weapon, and it costs very little, both time and silver, in order to upgrade, and it is very, very good. As you can see, deals 20,300 per shot and everything, and you will be able to fire 5 times before you actually feel the reload time, and the reload time is 2 seconds per shot. So that is actually a little over 100,000 in all, and if you hit physical shields, that's double, so that's 200,000 before you need to actually reload. When it comes to the Avengers, they recently got a nerf, but they're still very, very good, especially against physical shields from like the Tyr or the Arthur shield. Next up, I'm going to be showing you the more premium build, and that is right over here. And on this one, it's an upgrade, a massive upgrade from the free-to-play build. As when it comes to the pilot, you're going to go for Cormac. You're not going to go for a normal pilot because, hell, we can afford the very best. You gotta go for the traditionalist skill, as your second skill because, you know, Cormac comes with its own plus 10% damage. You got to go for Mechanic after that, and really you should be going for oh, it says I got to equip weapons. You should be going for Armor Expert, but you know, we can afford to just keep upgrading the pilot just by using gold, so really it doesn't really matter the order that it's in, just as long as we get it all done. The modules, of course, we're gonna go for the heavy armor kits because, you know, we can afford the good and finer stuff in life, you know. So that costs 5,000 gold for each one. Costs 40 million to upgrade 5 levels. So that's 40 million per level. That's 200 million per module. So that's 400 million silver just for the modules themselves. 10,000 gold to buy them. Yeah, it's definitely worth the 12% extra, and we get the extra. We get super flex on all those other free-to-play players when we go and face them on the battlefield. When it comes to weapons, Calamity or Glory is what you're going to be searching for. You're not going to waste your time with any other weapon. The Calamity locks on, and then after that you just hold the trigger button. It auto fires, and you know, you don't need to sit there and aim at all. It auto aims. You just, yeah, it just auto aims. When it comes to the Glory, the Glory does huge amounts of damage, can lock on or lock down, and can also sit there and go through energy shields because it's an energy weapon. So it's a very good weapon to have. Now, for the third build, like I said, it's an experimental build. I don't have it. But what you would want to have, I don't want to use that one as an example. I want to use this one as an example. What you want to have for the modules is you would want to have overdrive modules on both of them. This would allow you to have an additional 50% damage when you hit 60% of your durability. The weapon that you're going to want is going to be the Nucleon, because we just want to just hold the trigger. That's all we want to do. We want to do extra damage, and we just want to hold the trigger and just forget about the enemies. Okay, now I'm going to show you strategies on how to capture beacons correctly and how to distract the enemy so that your allies can 4-cap them and possibly even 5-cap them. Well, it finally looks like that we got a good map, one that I can actually show off. And first thing I'm going to do is rush to the center beacon, and then I'm going to go to the enemy's home beacon just to try to distract them. The main thing on this map is to try to hold center beacon as much as you can. Let's see here. Oh, we got center beacon. Doesn't really mean anything until we get the enemies off of it. Alright, got him. Alright, what the heck? Dude. You're not supposed to be in Champion League with that. That's the weak bot. It's a free kill. And yep. Didn't really distract me much. And let's start getting this Phantom. I cut you off, didn't I? Should be going down any second now. There we are. Triple kill. It's about frickin' time. Alright. Now let's go to their home beacon. Oh, we already captured their home beacon. Okay, well then. We'll just hold these beacons in. Gotta wait for it to stop leaching. And then rampage. Heal up. Just hold these 4 beacons. Oh man, they're in a very, very bad state right now. And yeah, we definitely win. They don't stand a chance. They would basically have to 5-cap us now. And there's no way that they're going to be able to do that. So, yeah, this is a win for me. Just now going with my team just to push them back and bully them a bit. And that's a win. That's how a lot of my games usually go. 4-cap them and win. Let's see how well we did here. I got 2nd place on my team. I got the 2nd highest amount of damage in only 1 robot and only 1 TFalcon. Yeah, 5 kills, 2 beacons. Not a bad game. And so as you can see, the TFalcon can be not only an ultimate tank, but it can do some pretty good damage. So as you can see, if there's a tank that you want for your team, the TFalcon is definitely it. It's got low attack power, however it's got huge amounts of tanking power, and its distraction level is out of this world because the opponents always want to attack it. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for even more content about the TFalcon. Until later, bye.